Department of Education has 4,400 employees, which sounds like a lot of employees, but it's actually the smallest of the 15 cabinet-level agencies. It first became a cabinet-level position in 1979, which means that Secretary DeVos is the 11th Secretary of Education to lead education in our country. And it's interesting to think about leading education in our country because the Department of Education at the federal level doesn't actually have responsibility for serving students. Their mission is to improve academic outcomes for all students in the country and also help ensure access to a high-quality education for every single student. They have a couple of different mechanisms to be able to do that. First, they can lead. They can influence the White House, Congress, states, and try to convince them to change their mind about policies that they care a lot about. They also administer a large number of programs. So federal student loans, for example, is a fairly significant investment that our country makes in our young people. They administer the program. They hold states accountable for meeting expectations, but again, they don't actually serve students. They don't authorize schools. They don't authorize institutes of higher education. They're there to support education, which is a state and local function per the Constitution, but also per practice. They are charged with collecting a large amount of data and telling states and local districts and teachers what works in education. And in an era where lots of people are saying, where is the evidence? I think this is becoming increasingly important. They have an aggregator that lets people look to see what did the researchers learn about things like Head Start or new curriculum programs, or if you're interested in third grade reading and you want to know what can I as a district do that is proven to improve outcomes for kids, you can go to this website and look and learn a lot more about what might work for your students in your school. They also run what we call the Nation's Report Card. That's the National Assessment for Educational Progress, or the NAEP, which is the test that allows us to say things like Michigan ranks 41st for fourth grade reading. So in my opinion, where I care a great deal about how our students match up to their peers across the country, that test is a really important part of the Department of Education's work and something that Secretary DeVos would lead in her tenure. They do all of these things while supporting the efforts that are happening at the local, regional, and state level, and efforts that parents and students themselves are driving.